Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where it's always a special night when I have a new flavor of Mountain Dew to review, and there's quite a few, and this is Purple Thunder. Holy smokers. Was that the sequel to Purple Rain, described as dew with a blast of berry plum, natural and artificial flavor. Now this sounds like it could be something new for Mountain Dew. A lot of their flavors sometimes are the limited edition or a rehash of ones they've had in the past, whether it be a pineapple or a lemonade or whatever. So I've never had a plum soda before. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the packaging here. You have these big, beautiful plums. Many people are saying that these may be the biggest, most beautiful plums in the history of the world, maybe. When Mountain Dew sends their plums, they're not sending their best. They're bringing motorcycle gangs, they're bringing high fructose corn syrup, they're bringing smaller bottle sizes, and some I assume are good people. I will build a great, great wall that motorcycles can't jump over, and Mountain Dew will pay for it. We'll fix it, and we'll fix it fast. Together, we'll make Mountain Dew sweet again. We'll make Mountain Dew with real sugar again. We'll make Mountain Dew white again. And together, when you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, we will make Mountain Dew great again. Bigger and better and stronger than ever before. We have to do it, or we won't have a country anymore. Now I have this chilled to a precise 33 degrees Fahrenheit in my Mountain Dew cooler. Some people have a wine cooler, I have a Mountain Dew cooler. So let's go ahead and get this open. Oh, there she blows. The aroma jumped out of the bottle more than the typical Mountain Dew. And I'll be darned if there isn't a little bit of a plum aroma. Now, I don't think this is not one that's advertising that it has any real juice added. Let's go ahead and pour this into the finest bachelor's glassware. You can see it's more of a, it looks purple, very purple in the bottle, but when I pour it, it looks a little more like the Voltage, which is one of the greatest Mountain Dew flavors in my opinion. Don't know why it's not available everywhere. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, the flavor isn't coming off that strong in the first sip. Plum is not translating as sweet as some other fruit. We just have to thank God it wasn't a prune. It's definitely a darker kind of a flavor when you combine berry and plum. Definitely a lot darker than regular Mountain Dew. It's got a pretty dry finish. Bob, there is no solitude greater than that of the samurai. unless it be that of a tiger in the jungle. Perhaps. I was shocked to see a special issue of Empire magazine with a story about a new Inspector Gadget movie. Inspector Gadget has spent the last 5 years living alone in a Spartan Paris apartment with only his pet bird for companionship. He goes by the alias of Jeff Costello so he can track down the psychos responsible for the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget movie abomination. Incredible cast, Bob. Sydney Sweeney as Penny, Gavin McGinnis as Chief Quimby, Taika Waititi painted orange as Brain, Tom Holland with 2 big buck teeth glued on as Cape Man, Tom Hardy as Dr. Claw, and Ben Burnley as Inspector Gadget. Wow, that is the next Michael Keaton as Batman casting move. That's really going to work, Bob. Do you like that? Do you like that? Ben Burnley is going to work it in the gray trench coat. Ben Burnley is going to work it in Inspector Gadget, The Revenge, directed by Richard Linklater. Opening summer 2026. Sit down. You weren't called. Go back to Univision. Well, I'll say the packaging was a little underwhelming. Kind of felt like a retread a little bit, and it didn't have quite as much detail going on. But I guess it got the theme across well enough. I give them big points for trying a new flavor, a new fruit flavor, and one that I've never had in a soda before. I would say that this has a little bit more of that candy syrup element to it that I like in some of the Mountain Dews. Some of them are a little, I don't like to say watery, but they're a little less syrupy and candy-like. And the ones I like tend to be these sweeter, more candy-like flavors. And this one is kind of that way. I have a feeling this may grow on me over time, and I've actually got quite a few cans and bottles. But one of the problems when I'm trying these things live, so to speak, here with you on the camera for the first time, is I'm giving you my first immediate impressions. So sometimes down the road I'll say, well, maybe I was a little bit too hard on that, or maybe I was a little bit too optimistic about it. But I would say I'm going to go ahead and give this a pretty solid 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely recommend this one. When I picked it up, I thought, what is this, a rehash of Pitch Black? And fortunately it turned out not to be. It's not grape, and it's not a a grape with something else rehash. Something pretty much brand new and unique for Mountain Dew, so it makes it an extra reason to pick this up while it's available. So I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.